Happy New Year! It's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And this is going to be the first race of our third season in career mode, the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway. In the last episode of this series, we ended off the second season finishing 9th place. That's a top 10 finish in the point standings in our second season. I think we finished like 21st or something whenever we did our rookie season. So yeah, we've made some big improvements, and I'm aiming for the championship this time. In the last episode, we went to Homestead Miami Speedway, finished in 7th place, and that car was awful after I took my pit stop because I tried making some adjustments, and it just caused the car to not grip well and slide all over the place. But see this paint scheme right here? This was made by NASCAR on MDK, or MDK Gaming, whatever he wants to be known by. My favorite paint scheme that I received in the paint scheme contest for our third season. With Coca-Cola, we're driving Dodge now because we did Ford first season, then Chevy second season whenever we got UAW, and that sponsorship just evolved into total crap. But now we got Coca-Cola, and man, I think this might just be my favorite paint scheme yet. I like the entire career mode, but let's go to race weekend. Quick select the chassis, engine, and body. Car rating, I'm 71. So this is the first time we're going to go doing super speedway races without trying the pit strategies and stuff, you know, 2 tires and stuff like that. Because I want to put an even playing field and see if I can win this without trying pit strategy. I don't think it's that big of a deal if I can't do it. We'll still try to finish well either way. My first lap was a 50.115, and now we're up to speed. We've got that 30 psi, high tire pressures to get to some really high speeds. Please tell me, get a good start. You have the Gatorade duel. Top half, 12th place. So I think that means when we're starting like 6th or 5th, 7th, something like that whenever we go to the Gatorade duel. I think that would be starting back as far as 7th, but yeah, Gatorade 125. This is for the outside row, so I think I'm starting on the outside no matter what, but we'd probably go try and win this thing, get a start up front. Gatorade 125 determines the starting positions for the Daytona 500. First race will determine the inside row, and the second race determines the outside row. Front row for the Daytona 500 is based off qualifying time alone, not the 125s.
Well, let's see how they'll line up for the start.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ryan Newman up front. I think that means Dale Earnhardt Jr. got the pole, so yeah, he's trying to make up for the fact that he didn't win the championship last season. But yeah, qualified 12th place, so we're starting 6th, you know, outside row. I think no matter what, where we finish in this race, we're starting on the outside. I believe that's what it is. Trying to get to the inside, but yeah, Dale Jarrett, he's holding it there, so here comes Bobby Labonte on the inside. Try winning this thing, get a start in 4th place. I think that's what it would be. Right now I'm still stuck on the outside. Here comes Sterling Marlin underneath me. Not getting a very good start because we're on the outside lane, and the car don't like the outside lane no matter how many cars you got in front of you. The draft don't really carry that far. But finally, bottom's going to open up right here. Drop in behind fellow Dodge driver Sterling Marlin. The guy that could have won the Daytona 500 in 2002, but got out of his car when it wasn't legal to do that, according to the rules. Legal. Sterling Marlin getting arrested because he got out of his car. Oh, God forbid. No. So, we've got 4 laps left in the race. Dunn lost 2 positions. Well, get him back. Just rear-ended him a little bit because he checked up. Trying to get underneath him, stick my nose in there. Yeah, I mean, look at this paint scheme. Awesome paint scheme. You'll see it whenever we cross the start-finish line. The race comes in, and they'll pan the camera around me. You already saw it just a while ago at the menu, but still. Now the back of it's all red. Just cannot carry momentum right now that much. I've got to build up a stronger draft with them. Slingshot past them. It's going to have to be a little bit more than that. Or share draft with Bobby Labonte as I build up that momentum going to the next corner. Now this should work. We've got a chance to win this race. We should be able to. High tire pressures to make the car the best it could possibly be. Got Dale Jarrett with that block right there. Just threw it in there as soon as it was possible. Dale Earnhardt Jr. doesn't really have to win this race. Doesn't have to do anything, but yeah, there's in there. Well, he didn't get the pole. He started 2nd because this is the outside row race. I didn't realize that until just thinking about it. I was thinking that he was in the pole, but that would not make sense. Oh, we pushing Dale Jarrett in 3 wide? Nope, he's like, I'm not trying that. I'm going to wait. Oh, stuck on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, this is going to make for a very interesting Daytona 500. I'm trying to get down in there where the car don't want to turn because it's so tight with the freaking tire pressure. So now we're going to finish like shit. Tony Stewart on the front row next to Dale Earnhardt Jr. Yeah, we're on the outside, starting in, yeah, this is 19th. That's, okay, so we were starting 20th, but we got the jump on the outside lane. That's what happened. Oh, yeah, this is the 3rd season. This is where all those fantasy cars start coming around. Christian Fittipaldi, you're not sticking your nose down there. I already got better start than you. No, my day's been bad enough as it is already. We're going to make MDK proud. This is one of his home tracks. He lives in Florida, and this is Daytona in Florida. Duh. Also Homestead, so very suiting that we race this paint scheme for the first and final race of the season, I guess. And whenever we go for the Pepsi 400. Oh my God. These new fantasy drivers, they're something else. That was not my fault. I didn't do anything. I was just my own business. He checked up, tried changing lanes, and then he was pushing up against my bumper. Now I'm trying not to lose the draft with these guys in front of me. Why is this day going so damn bad? It took me about a lap to finally build up some momentum to get pulled towards Robbie Gordon, sharing draft and stuff. I need to start making my way through the field. This game is trying to be impossible right now. I'm not using pit strategy. We're going to do the best we can without pit strategy. No, my spot. I'm so fucking sick of this freaking game pushing me around. No, it's my turn. This is fucking stupid, man. Car won't turn. Then fancy driver don't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, Greg Biffle's running well. I don't know if that means if he's that slow or not, but we're going to work with Greg Biffle and try catching those guys up there. Okay, it's leapfrog time. Slingshot past Biffle. Jerry Nadeau, try blocking me. There we go. He literally did what I wanted him to do. Pull down in front of me. I'm like, okay, we'll switch to him. Okay, and I'll start working with Jerry Nadeau to try getting to the top 10. We got those 3 cars up there in front of us. Get us up to 9th. We passed all these 4 guys in front of us right now. I'm making some friends, but I mean, I also made some enemies, hitting Fancy Driver and then Dale Earnhardt Jr. Looks like Jerry Nadeau is passing Ward Burton. Sometimes the AI like to block you even when you're working with somebody else. So that was nice. These drivers can start taking pit stops around like lap 6, I think. No one's going down pit road just yet. We're up to 13th. We're getting there. There's a big gap between these 2 cars, or these 3 cars in front of us, and everybody else. We'll work something out. And he is letting me by. I don't really want to pass you, but I guess that's just what his plan is. He keeps trying to give me room. I don't want any room. I just want to catch those guys in front of us. These freaking AI just don't know how to work together when it comes to super speedways at all. Well, he's going down pit road. So I'm guessing the smartest idea because I'm pretty sure most leaders going down pit road on lap 6. Got good efficiency with the engine at this point, so I think we have to be concerned about not being able to make it to the end. We just got to take our 2 pits off. We'll be fine. Try to gain some positions going to pit road. And we'll start braking right here. He's beating Jeff Burton in a bit. Not really. But still a good pit road entry nonetheless. Okay, so we're not bearing damage. We actually don't have any that will cost us time to begin with. Negative turn of wedge and then 30 psi. Okay, make it a fast pit stop, guys. This race has been terrible. This whole freaking weekend has been terrible. This year is off to a rough-ass start. Why are we waiting? Why do you make me wait? What is that bullshit? Who cares? No one cares about Dale Earnhardt Jr. Ugh. I gotta tell you guys, like, it's the t-shirt. I got this t-shirt for Christmas. I don't care if it's a Christmas present. It freaking sucks. Okay, well, I guess we'll just beat Ward Burton off pit road because no one's coming up behind us. And there we go. He's on the apron, so he's going to be going slower. Oh, maybe we'll come up on Dale Earnhardt Jr. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're getting closer to Dale Earnhardt Jr. than the other guys, and we're faster than these guys by a good bit. So, we just have gained some positions or something? Passing all these cars off pit road. I think these are the last people taking pit stops. Did I gain positions? Yes, we did. We gained 2 positions on pit road, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just up there. Actually, 3 positions because this is going to be getting us into 10th place, passing Sterling Marlin. So we could have a chance to actually gain some more positions and maybe get a top 5 despite how freaking awful this race and the whole weekend has gone for us. Sterling Marlin is faster than us on his own, so I'm going to let him by, and we're going to drop a position back to gain time because that would be like the smartest idea. I mean, if he doesn't pull the fuck away from me on his own speed like crazy, like this does not make sense what is happening right now. Oh my god. Sterling Marlin, you will not pass post-race inspection with this shit going on. But yeah, it's just me isolated, Sterling Marlin isolated, Ryan Newman, just all on our own. We all just have no one to really draft with, but me and him working together, we should be catching Ryan Newman in just a little bit, but I'm going to take my pit stop on lap 13, so I think this still should be for the best, even though I just let somebody pass me. Been working with Sterling Marlin. The freaking ally rating is going up so fast. We caught Ryan Newman much faster than I ever thought we would. But yeah, this is totally worth it. Even though he gave up a position, we did gain a bunch of momentum. They're checking up. It doesn't look like either of them going down pit road. Please don't wreck me like Dale Earnhardt Jr. did Marlin. Now we're sharing draft with Ryan Newman. Yeah, we can go a whole nother lap. Pull up in front of him. I'm trying to. I gotta follow Ryan Newman. It's just like I want to be clear so badly, and I'm being impatient. Okay, back into 10th place. I'm going to stay behind Ryan Newman instead of passing because we'll be faster that way. I just want to gain time, focus on gaining time right now because we're not actually racing for position right now. And Sterling Marlin does not know how to race this track apparently because this is not Sterling Marlin. Ryan Newman is just all at the top of the freaking track. And he's like, stay at the bottom, idiot. Gain time even if we're sharing draft at the top, but still it's dumb. Okay, we're going to take our pit stop this time by... So the first time it was after 6 laps. Our second pit stop is after 8 laps. Okay. Right now I'm passing him because I don't think we're going to gain that much time if we just stay sharing draft. Instead I'm slingshotting to gain more time just before entering pit road. Seems like the smartest thing to do. We're going to gain a lot of time before we go in right here. Let's not crash into whoever this is. Probably Dale Earnhardt Jr. Okay, this is a horrible pit road entry. Like, I'm just taking way too long to get down to the freaking speed. That was fucking terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, 4 tires, full tank of fuel. But that was ridiculous. Like, I was getting on the brakes way too early. I was down to like 50 miles an hour. So, if this is a fantastic pit stop, I can make up for that. I know my last pit road entry was way better. So what you guys got. The first pit stop was fine, but then the damn driver didn't get off pit road and we still gained time. So, this could be the same thing as long as my driver doesn't do that. There goes Jeff Gordon. There goes Dale Earnhardt Jr. Okay, no waiting period. I should be able to catch up to Dale Earnhardt Jr. a little bit as I pull back onto the track. We got no traffic coming up behind us. Let's hurry up, get up on them. I don't know. Here we are passing these guys, taking their pit stop now on lap 16 or 15, whatever. We're in 12th. Past these 3 guys as they're merging onto the track, and that'll get us up to 9th. So I only gained 1 position this time. And our car is not strong enough, powerful enough, whatever you want to call it, for us to actually find ourselves catching Dale Earnhardt Jr. just by actually being fast. So I guess we're going to finish 9th just like we did in the Gatorade duel. Final lap of the race, and I got some freaking 20 cars or whatever behind me because, the car is just not that fast. It's not independent like a bunch of these guys in front of me. But yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was a little ways in front of us off pit road, but then he just pulled away and they all started grouping back together. It looks whoever won this race won it by a good 5 seconds or something. Oh, there's a couple cars behind him. I can see them on the map now. Someone overheated a while ago, and I have no clue who it was, but it wasn't for position because I'm still in 9th. But, yeah. I got my Daytona 500 screwed over on the first lap by a fantasy driver. What a first impression by a fantasy driver in my career mode, man. But, yeah. Now, you can see I was working hard with this car, the scratches and the dead bugs of speed. Tony Stewart just won the championship, and then he wins the Daytona 500. Ugh, it's going to be 3 in a row for him if I don't win it. It's a real pain in the ass whenever it takes 20 minutes to make a thumbnail because EA Sports NASCAR games have awful replay footage. But, yeah, just cameras as far away as possible, and it could be at the perfect place, and then they change it just before you're about to get to the moment that you want to be the thumbnail. But these games didn't care about YouTubers because in 2003, YouTubers did not exist. They were all doing some other shit. So the point saying the same thing as the race results. Driver spec levels. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s pit stop after contact in the Gatorade duel. Earl Hall, is freaking moron, just started racing the Cup Series, and this is the shit we've got to deal with. Me and Elliott Sadler cutting us off. Ryan Newman, Greg Biffle, and Sterling Marlin, Jerry Nadeau for sure. We shared draft with a lot out there. New awards, or Rookie of the Race, goes to D. Dunn. Dun. Still not as dun as Kevin Grubb ever had to provide me. Paint scheme right there we're going to be using at Rockingham tomorrow was made by Dale Reynolds, by the way. You'll see the other 2 really soon in other races. Okay, so let's go into shop additions. Just finished with the skid pad for the chassis, and now let's go into engines. I'm going to buy the boring plates because they'll increase our engine power. And something I was observing is I thought you had to buy stuff for engine efficiency, like you had to buy this one, and you can't buy other ones until you buy engine efficiency stuff. But no, as long as it's engine power, anything that's engine power, like you buy the first one, then you can buy the next one, but it doesn't have tie in with the engine efficiency stuff. So I can buy boring plates, engine shop expansion, then honing machine, and then there you go. It's all engine power stuff. I don't have to worry about the efficiency. So we're going to select boring plates. This will be here in 9 races, so I think after race 10 we'll get it. $3 million. I don't have $3 million. Well, we'll buy it in the next episode and probably go bankrupt, but yeah, I'm dumb, so that's what I do. Okay, so never mind. Let's go to the engines and overhaul this, I guess. Or not. It's only increased durability. I don't really care about durability that much. It's kind of a waste of money. I don't want to spend too much money because I need money to buy the freaking boring plates. I don't even know why I'm buying boring plates. They're boring. Okay, bodies. And I gotta do something with this right here. This will increase downforce and durability. Durability by 1 and downforce by 1. So yeah, I guess it's worth it a little bit. Okay, 2 races, $359,000. I'm not gonna be getting these boring plates for a while. Fuck. And I'm pretty sure that the sponsorship, the happiness for Coca-Cola went down just 2%. It was going up faster than it's going down now, but I'm not making the expectations. But whenever we go to Rockingham, you know that I'm going to make the happiness go up just by finishing in 5th place like I need to. Now I have to finish in 5th place. There's no starting top 15 or whatever like that anymore. It's all about finishing 5th place, top 5s, and we'll get a lot of them. You know it. See you next time. That's that. And episode over.